Hey there, Stampin' friends. Happy Monday. It's time for Movie Monday with Jody, Brechbill, Stampin' Queen. I have a really cute card I want to share with you today, focusing on a little sneaky peek from our upcoming JJ mini catalog. But real quick, I want to remind you that we are getting ready to retire our holiday catalog. Our August through December catalog is going to retire on January 4th. January 5th will start Saleabration and our brand new January through June mini catalog, and it is stunning. So anyway, guys, just another quick reminder. Even though this is getting ready to retire, we have lots of great deals to be had. We started off our year-end clearance closeout last week, and there are still items that can be purchased on my site. So make sure you check it out. A lot of items in this catalog are leaving, and they are at great deals from 10, 20, 30, up to 50% off some items in this catalog. So head over to my online store, hop over there, jodybrechbill.stampinup.net. This is your host code that you can use when you check out. Keep in mind, friends, if you have an order that is $150, you are going to earn host benefits. So that at that point, you want to get credit for that order and get your free items. You do not want to use the host code. So if your order is under that, you can link it to my code, and that puts my orders all together for me. The other thing that you can do is check out my clearance rack. Now, it is a little less than it was. There was a huge run on clearance items because we had some amazing deals kick off last week, but there are still some great specials to be had, and some of them are up to 60 and 70% off. So when you hop onto my site, you will do shop now, and then you can also look at the clearance rack. So these are our brand new catalogs getting ready to come out. I've been talking about them for a little while, and I'm going to start showing some sneaky peeks here. This is our JJ mini catalog, January through June. It will start January 5th. I can only show you the front right now until the catalog goes live, but you will start to see some items from the inside, as demonstrators are in pre-order right now and able to get things ahead of time. Then, of course, we've got Saleabration. Saleabration is a little different this year, things I'm really excited about. So if you are new, Saleabration means that during this particular promotion, every time you shop, host a workshop or party or an order of a certain amount, or you join my team, you are going to get special offers for you guys. So this little mini catalog is full of items that you can get for absolutely free every time you have a $50 and or $100 purchase. It's for every $50 or $100 increment, so you can get lots of them all at the same time. So I, again, can't show you the inside, but we are going to play with an item from here. And if you guys have been around and you are familiar with Saleabration, please know that it is only 2 months long this year. We normally run it January through March, but it is only January and February this year. So we have to act quick to get the items that we need to have from this little catalog. The other thing that I want to share, and I've been talking about this for quite a bit, we are sourcing items from this catalog from North America. So we are staying local. We are not able to, I shouldn't say we aren't able, we sometimes run into problems because of Chinese New Year, and some of our products are manufactured in China. There is no way around it. They are not made in the United States or in other countries. So we just can't, we have to get them from there. And that is our dies and punches. So this year, we decided to try to avoid the problem, and we are going to source from North America. So the items that you are seeing in this catalog for free are going to be stamp sets and papers, because we can control that. So guys, I'm super excited to announce that. I think it's a really big deal. I think it speaks volumes that we are trying to source what we call locally, or from North America, from our own country. So I'm super excited about that. All right, my friends, let's get stamping, shall we? Let's move some of these things out of the way. Actually, one more thing I want to share real quick, and that is my to-go classes. So every month I offer a special to-go class. These are totally virtual classes. These are amazing because right now we went back down into a lockdown in my state and we are not able to gather. And so my to-go classes will keep you stamping even though you can't come to class in my studio. So this is going to be December's class. It is a fun little shaker card class. These are so easy, you guys. Last week's Movie Monday, I showed you how to create this fun little shaker card, and these will just be super fun. This one, they're staticked in there. So you will get everything that you need to create these 4 shaker cards. You're going to create 2 of every card, and you're going to get the baggies that you're going to need. You'll get the little shakers, and you're going to get half a pack of the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. You'll get all the supplies punched and ready to go, and a tutorial as well. The only thing that you would need to add is your stamp and your inks. Okay, so this is the stamp set I used, Happiest of Birthdays. Of course, if you have this stamp set, you can go ahead and order the class and use your stamp set. If you do not have this stamp set, there is an add-on that you can get, so you can get the set as well, and there are the ink pad colors, so if you need those, you can add those on. So hurry, guys, because it is going to close on December 16th. That is the last day to register for this class. So I will have a link to this class in the comments if you're interested in registering and having a nice little stack of cards ready to go for your brand new 2021 birthday friends. All right, let's get stamping now. So I chose to use this adorable little stamp set. It's called Darling Donkeys. Aren't they not the cutest? And this little guy right here just reminds me of Eeyore. I think he was one of my favorite Pooh characters. I loved Eeyore. And so we're going to use that. This is a celebration set. So when you have a $50 purchase, you can choose these little donkeys to come home with you. So I've got a piece of cherry cobbler. This is a super, super quick and easy card. This is a case from Julie Davidson. And I love cards that I can quick and easy reproduce them and make a bunch. So that's cherry cobbler. Again, that is half a sheet of cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to fold that in half. I just did my little bone folder down to burnish it a bit. Then I have a piece of Designer Series paper. This is a celebration freebie as well, and it's Springtime something. Let's see what its name is. I'm not familiar. Oh, it's not at all. I totally lied. Flower and Field Designer Series paper. It's gorgeous, guys. Beautiful, beautiful floral designs. And so this one is cut to 4 by 5.25, and then I just cut it at 2 inches, and I'm going to flip over the other side here. So we can go ahead and attach this piece. Oh, hopefully I have adhesive. Looks like I'm starting to run low. Get you ready to work here, Mr. Seal. So I'm just going to attach this to my cardstock base. And I like that because I like the busyness on top, but then I also liked just having the simple stripes on the bottom. There we go. So I also took, oh, I'm totally lying. I'm missing my piece of black. Huh, it's gone. All right, I need that to be able to put my card together. All right, guys, we're gonna have to do a little on the fly creating here. All right, grabbed a piece here, my little mini trimmer. So I want this to be 4 inches. And then I just need it to be a little strip. So it could be like 3/4 of an inch, half an inch, just a little strip of black. And yeah, that's fine. So what I wanted to do is just cover up my seam basically. And I could use a piece of ribbon, but I didn't really have any black ribbon. I have the black glimmer ribbon, And I didn't really want that for this card, so I just took a piece of that black DSP, or I'm sorry, black cardstock, and I'm just gonna run that right across here, try to get it straight, and just cover up my seam a little bit where those two pieces of designer paper meet. Then I have a little donkey. I did stamp him ahead of time. I cut out with our stitched rectangle dies. I did a little rectangle here, stamped him in Memento, and now I'm going to color him in with my Stampin' blends. So if you were lucky enough, I have the black light here. I'm going to make his little hooves are going to be black. If you were lucky enough to hop on to the clearance rack last week, you would notice that we had a massive, massive clearance on blends, single color blends, $1.80, you guys. Hopefully you were able to take advantage of some of them. There may still be some on there. I haven't gone on and checked, but they went very, very quickly. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of Flirty Flamingo, and that's going to be his ears. So I want his little inside of his ears to be pink. And I think, do I want his nose to be pink? I could make his nose pink, I guess. Do we want to make his nose pink? He wouldn't be in real life. Alrighty, so now let's do him gray. So what I did was use my dark smoky slate, and I'm just going to go in here and put some shading here. There's his little lip. And I'm going to shade this side of him here, underneath his chest. There's a little spot on his bump. His bump, that's his butt and his rump, I guess, his little bump. There's his mane, and his tail is going to be darker. There we go. I'm going to shade a little bit on this side of his face too. You'll find other demonstrators do things different, so it's just a matter of personal choice as to what colors we start with. I tend to start dark and I work my way to light. So I'm going to do a little bit here in his ears. And then I come in with my light and I just start bleeding it over. That's the beauty of the blends. They allow that bleeding to happen when you start to go over your color. It just, I love them. Love them so much. All right, so what I do is I color in circles and I go over top of the dark. I lay another layer down. So that way I don't really have like a seam. Like you can't just see that I have I've made it look like it's bled together. Yay. All right, well, so much for his pink nose. He's got a gray nose today. Finish his lip. I want a little bit of shading here under his neck. There we go, and around his flower. There we go. Back in. Now, I do like to make sure when I'm coloring that I'm always putting my lid back on. It's just kind of a habit I got into because these are the alcohol markers. They can dry really quick, and that's why we can do these techniques. My table's shaking so bad. Because they're alcohol, so they're drying while I'm coloring, but I don't want them to dry out on me, so I'm always putting my lid back on when I'm done coloring. Even if I know I'm going to go back and use that color, in a few seconds, I still put a lid back on because they do dry quick. All right, buddy, we're almost done with you. Then you can always go back in and you can add in more color. You can always add more color. You can always put another layer of color down. And even with the color lifter, you can kind of pull some color off as well. So now I've got a little bit of Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to do that little flower stem. He's holding his rose in his mouth. And Cherry Cobbler for our rose. There we go. So I can take him now and put him on a piece of basic black. And then I want some dimensionals. So just put 4 in the corner. And then I always do 1 in the middle for luck. Now I am going to put him on, oh, that one's sticking off a little bit. Let's see if we can move it. Yep. I am going to do him off to the side. I'm not going to do him straight up and down. He's going to be a little bit crooked. Now I have a piece of Flirty Flamingo and one of the sentiments from his stamp set that says, "Hey there, friend." So I'm just going to stamp that here, and then I'm going to punch that out with my 1.5 inch circle punch, which actually is probably a little bit big, but that's okay. That's the size I have. Then I'm going to attach that with some dimensionals as well. And guys, that is it for this little card. Very, very quick and easy card. I love it. That's my middle name. Quick and easy. There you go. And again, that is using our Darling Donkeys stamp set and our Flower and Field Designer Series paper. Both of them are going to be free items with a $50 purchase during Saleabration, which is kicking off January and February 2021. So stay tuned. If you are not following me on Facebook, be sure that you do. Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen. Head over to my page. Follow me because I am live every single week showcasing all kinds of fun things. And I will be doing a countdown to Saleabration as well. So I will be going live every day and showing you some new Saleabration and mini catalog items as we start to count down after Christmas. So guys, thanks so much for joining me. It's always great hanging out with you guys for a little bit. Have a wonderful week and come back and visit me right here next week for Movie Monday.